Hello everyone. For today's Murphy Law Monday, I want to touch on the topic of what you should consider when creating a visitation schedule for your minor child and what things you should and should not have in that schedule. First and foremost, you should have the regular schedule outlined. You should put in this agreement that this is our regular schedule that will follow every week or every other week, depending on what cadence you guys choose for the child. It should say what times you're going to drop off, what times you're going to pick up, where you're going to pick up, who is allowed to be a participant in that, if that's been a problem for you all. So for a lot of people, sometimes having 10 people at the drop-off is not sustainable. It's not good for the child, number one, but also it's just kind of intimidating. So I always tell people, if you want to put something like that, if it's been an issue for you in the past, also you might want to say who can and cannot drop off and pick up. So is it only the other parent? Is it the other parent's paramour? Is it the other parent's girlfriend or boyfriend? Is it the other parent's parents? In situations where they have an emergency, do they have to communicate that to you before the child arrives at the destination for a drop off or pickup? Those are the types of things you should consider in that regard. Next, you want to consider holidays and birthdays if they're of importance to you. Some people tell me straight up, I don't celebrate holidays, so we don't have to put them in. I just want to follow a normal schedule for holidays. Other people tell me that they really are big on holidays. So Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, they want to have very specific parameters around those holidays. What day begins the holiday and what day ends it? When does it start for odd years and when does it start for even years? Is there a switch when school is out and when school goes on winter vacation? What about spring break? What about summer break? How does that come into everything? These are all things you should think about with the holiday schedule. Lastly, I want to also point out parameters around communication. So what happens when one person is late? What is the specifics that you want? Do you want them to text you? In that event, do you want them to call you if they're running late? If there's traffic, if they had an emergency, what are the parameters around that you want in place? Those are some things to think about when constructing a parenting agreement. If you're in need of legal services in the state of Maryland or in the District of Columbia, please give my office a call, 240-493-9116 and www.amurphylegal.com. Thank you.